to start recording right now and hope to God I don't fill up my hard drive. And you actually have to hold down the button in order for it to hear you. So, yeah. Let's see, here's... I'm not looking. Everybody open this up at the same time. And we can do this.
Alright, should I count off the opening?
Well, I've got the page open. I'm just not looking at anything. I'm just looking at the tab right now, so...
Yeah, me too. I haven't scrolled down yet.
Okay. I opened the tab, haven't scrolled down.
Strider?
It's the Ninja, because I thought you liked the Ninja.
I actually dig it. I really like it.
Then you will want to look, and I would like to get your opinions. I hope to God this is recording properly. I'm going to have to record both the video and the audio separately from each other, so this is killing me right now.
Clearly, I got to click on this picture to expand it out.
In other words, he's already looked at it.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, I haven't opened it yet. Just tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and open it in like 3, 2. I don't care. Just look.
Okay. What the frick?
What the fuck?
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Open the tab. Oh my goodness.
What the hell?
What the hell? What is this?
Animals mixed with vehicles again.
Yes. Again.
So we got a panda. We got a lion.
We get a phoenix, a dragon, a koi fish, a tortoise, a tiger, and a panda.
Holy shit. Top right corner, look at the chest. It's a Gatling gun.
It fires what?
Cool.
What is it firing? What is
It shoots. They shoot.
But what is it firing out? Is it firing out the ninjas?
The Rangers, maybe?
It kind of looks like ninjas. That'd be funny if it was.
It fires out and goes...
Nice.
Alright, so when will the comment come in and say,
Okay, what do we got here?
My god.
Oh, it's a 6-changer!
Yes.
So you got 2 in the legs, 2 in the arms, the head, and the chest.
Yep.
But I wonder if it's going to do like in the series where one can replace the head with the other. So like the head part becomes the arm. And
I think so, yeah. Let me see.
I don't know. I mean...
Well, look at the one...
I know the red phoenix becomes the head, but I mean...
Yeah,
that doesn't look like that thing could become an arm.
Look at the bottom right.
Bottom right?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, it's the one we saw... Oh, you didn't see it, Strider, but it's that carrier's or the cat.
Yeah,
it's a white tiger of the West, is what it is.
Yeah. Yes, they sit inside it, and stuff goes boom.
Yeah.
It's animals mixed with vehicles. That's what concerns me. That's very much obviously a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
You got to get to the battlefield.
You know, I mean, I'm okay with the animals mixed with vehicles thing, and I actually kind of dig this design if it wasn't for the stupid goddamn shapes all over it.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or are they trained to evoke O-blocker here? No, yeah, the O-blocker, and notice that the shapes are actually the shapes on their helmets, the shape of their individual shurikens.
Not to mention the fact that this kit also comes with those little fire effect parts like you see in the build burning.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
It's like, what was it, Geki Fire. All over again. The Beastmaster Mixer.
Max is on fire! Sorry, couldn't help it.
Geki Fire was more metal.
Yeah, he was more Biker Mice from Mars. I didn't want to make that joke, but I just did. I'm sorry.
I like it.
I don't know. I mean, I think this is a good effort. Or, I mean, I honestly don't know what to say about this. I mean, I could see an idea that they had, and I like the idea, but I feel like the execution was pretty lazy. Kind of,
That's the MO anymore.
They don't even. The right arm doesn't even transform. It just attaches, and that's it. It doesn't transform.
Yep.
Well,
right and left arm.
The right arm has like a weird like collapse type thing. I don't see where it bends. The left arm, no, excuse me, orientation is a bit off. Yeah, the left arm has that little clasp. The right arm, you you don't even know where it bends or
it doesn't.
Or pivots or anything like that.
It doesn't.
The left arm is is the left arm a dolphin or a shark?
The left arm is a koi fish.
Look at the hand that's at the tip of the blue star all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
That's where it holds whatever weapon it has to hold.
Yep.
Yeah.
That looks like the hands from Cheetor, Transmetal Cheetor.
Oh, you're right. It does.
Wow, good call.
And the Samurai Star Megazord, which was the Tenkujin. The green helicopter.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep.
Yep.
God. So it's longer than the other one. Oh, that's good.
I have no idea what to think of this.
Phoenix, dragon, turtle, tiger, panda, and koi.
Okay, well, they're basing a lot of this off of Chinese mythology. It was seen in Gamera, it was seen in, Digimon. It's the whole mythology of,
Jackie Ranger.
There's the red phoenix of, the north, the black tortoise of the south, the blue dragon of the east, and the white tiger of the west.
Mm-hmm.
So they have that in there, which is neat, but I guess since they have two other ninjas they need to cover, they had to throw in a panda and a koi fish. Because why not?
The 6th new mecha will combine to perform Gekiatsu Dio, whose shell doubles as a missile launcher and can also combine with the celestial Otonomonin Lion Hao to form the Hao Gekitatsu Dio. This new robot is rumored to debut in October.
I don't know, I mean...
So this is it. This is the end of the line, right here. This is it.
It's a thing, I guess.
Never coming to a Toys R Us near you.
I can't even imagine how they do that over here.
Personally, I think this would be perfect for the Zord builder system, because it's terrible.
It is, actually. It's funny you say that. This actually is Zord Builder compatible, because it connects at the knees, I think. Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell how the chest changes. But it looks like it does, the connections occur at the knees. That's what it's looking like right now. But I can't even tell what is the chest change. The chest is, yellow? So it's a black turtle. Doesn't look very black and it doesn't look very turtle to me. I can't even tell where the head is.
Turtle.
I think the head is where it is like the neck.
Yeah, maybe. That's a stretch.
Maybe. I'm trying to figure out on the combination. What's in the chest? Is it the little guy that comes with the
top right, there's a new Nin Shuriken.
Oh, yeah, it looks like the Nin
that?
Shuriken fits onto...
Shuriken.
Yeah, the Shuriken fits onto the chest.
Okay.
And of course, where we see the picture on the right, it's shooting off the Gatling bullets, or the Ninja bullets. Behind it, you see the actual mechanism where you can turn it around. And I don't know whether it's either you turn and it fires one at a time, or you turn, fire once, turn, fire
Looks like it fires as you're turning it, so you have to manually turn the thing. It's not springs or motors.
Yeah, it's like that G2, I remember his name. It was a stealth bomber one. You can turn the thing and it'll fire.
Dreadwing and Smoke Jumper, something like that.
No, not Smoke Jumper. It was.
He was in Japan. It was BB and Starscreen.
God,
Theo did a review of it, or he did a review of one of the repaints.
People who
Dreadwing, that was his name. Dreadwing.
Whoever gets this kid, please do not point this at your kids.
What at your dog? What at my dog?
Say, Keisha, get over here.
And by don't, I mean point at all your kids.
This is a ninja?
Yep, it is. They don't like hiding.
It's a ninja. On
Hey, if
fire.
we're going back
Based
to
off
Naruto,
Chinese
it's totally a
mythology.
ninja.
Well, I guess that shoots that idea. I guess that shoots that idea. There's going to be a 7th or 8th Ranger.
Yeah.
Unless you got Tiger as another ranger.
Then there'll be if that was the case, then we would have been seeing 8 vehicles instead of 6.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any of them. This seals the deal. This is kind of it. I mean, it's basically going back to the things that I don't like about it. I mean, Shuriken Jin is okay. It's not the greatest. It was a step in the right direction. But everything afterwards is just more of same that we've had for the last years. And this is... It's flashy and...
It's better than the choo-choo robot.
I'll tell you what one of the problems is. Ava, you and I watched that video that it was like a commercial sort of explaining how they transform. What was it? Was it Live Robo?
Live Robo and the Live Boxer, yeah.
Yeah.
We love the hell out of it.
That was amazing because they actually transformed and they were actually kind of complicated. These, 1-2 steps you're done. It's just boring. It's so boring.
You don't even have to look at instructions to figure out how it's done.
You fold up the heads on the panda and the white tiger. By the way, great names, by the way. It's a white tiger. How do you know it's white? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so that's why it's called white tiger. Okay. The turtle just kind of folds the knees, or folds down the thighs, and the head is probably the most complicated transformation you've got here. And that's it.
It just looks
and
like
that's
it kind of folds back and folds up the wings and sits on top of the shuriken.
Yeah, I mean, this is just...
It's state of the art.
I don't think I'm going to go for the Ninja Mecha.
Again, that gimmick in the chest, they had to get a gimmick in there, so...
Yeah. Well, technically the gimmick is in the head, but yeah, I agree. They ruined it.
Yep. Remember when combining the Transformer wasn't the gimmick?
Why do I can't help but think of Star Wars Episode 3 when looking at this series? Like, you are the chosen ones! I can't help but feel like that now looking back on the Ninja.
I wonder how big this is going to be. Like, what, 10, 12, 13 inches?
Usually, it's funny. Usually they brag about how tall the thing is, but I don't see any obvious... Well, it says, on the right side of there, it says 470 millimeters, but that doesn't mean much of anything to me.
Yamato's bigger than this.
I don't know. It's easily 12 inches. I mean, the whatever this thing is called by itself is about 12 inches tall. Yeah, I'm
Meh.
I'm
You're
meh.
going to start saving up money?
No, I'm not going to get this.
Well, start saving money towards something else.
Yeah, next year.
That's what I was going to say. Hopefully they'll get it better the next time.
Cough, cough, all
I
kaiju
just-
team. Cough, cough, all insect team.
How many
cough,
times
cough,
do we
all
have to
dragon
wait?
team.
How many times do we have to wait until they get it right? Because this is getting really annoying.
Kind of wonder what...
Lazy is the name of the game. As long as we got a gimmick, we can sell.
Like the shurikens, okay, you can kind of live with it. It's just going to sit on the top of the head. Okay, I can live with it. It doesn't make the head doesn't look great, but I can live with it. But this is just this is just more of same. It's a big old gimmick right in the middle. Bandai Toyplex, you get the gimmick is transforming, is combining. Okay, that's it. That's all you got to do. This is. I'm nonplussed.
Yeah.
I'm not
They lost the
You're not plus?
sorry. They lost the
nonplussed.
best part of the other one, where you can actually take the chest piece out and put it on the arm.
Yeah.
Take the other one and stick them in there. Oh, kind of cool. This one doesn't have that. This one has a Gatling gun in the chest,
Which ruins the gimmick. You can't. I'll bet you can't even swap out the heads either. I don't think you could do that either.
I don't see any indication that this thing comes with lights where you have to put a battery on it.
Yeah, that's kind of the sad thing about it. Well, I mean, if this is manually turned as opposed to battery powered, then that's kind of understandable. Also, the battery-driven device is in the head because that's where the Nin Shuriken is located. So.
Yeah, you got to hear
so
the...
Rosenberg.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get this. It's just my eyes are just kind of glazing over.
Yeah, coming to a Hobby Link Japan sale near you.
I'm going to do the same thing I did with Tokyuger. I'm going to wait till Hobby Link has on sale and buy it then.
There you go.
Like a quarter of the price.
Get down.
Because why would I want to spend actual money on this thing?
You know, thinking about it right now, like, we're the old guard for Super Sentai. We look at this new stuff in, like, a jaded light. We hate it.
Because
And
it's
I mean-
so good.
I mean, I know it's not good. I'm not defending this thing, but I'm thinking, like, this would be a good toy for young kids.
Would it?
It is.
I got to call that out. Would it be?
Yes. I'm going to say this. Hold on. He's right. Because we are... Okay. us as collectors, as builders, we expect a high quality in our kits. We don't expect simplicity. Yes, simplicity in one aspect to show a lot more detail, complexity, something complex, something unique, something cool. If we were like 10 years old, 15 years old, we would be gushing for this.
But
now,
15, no, 10 maybe.
Yeah, well, I'm giving you an example because but now we've grown. We expect
but we
a
were
little
back
bit
then,
more.
and we expected it because back then when we were 10, 15, we got that stuff, and that's why we expect it now.
Right, now we're expecting
Because
a
they were
little
doing
bit
it back
better.
No, we're expecting the same. That's the same. I want the same quality.
Strider, let me give you an example of something. My dad still has a flying saucer toy from when he was little, okay? And it's literally back in the day where Martians were the big thing, okay? And I don't think we'd even been to the moon yet at this point, but it was definitely space race era when this toy came out, this UFO. And you could slide, there were two cockpits on the top, and it was a single piece cockpit. You could slide one of the bubble windows to one side and the other to the other side. You stick in your astronauts, you stick them in there, and blah blah blah. And you also had separately kind of nowadays we'd call it an RPG, but you had a spring launcher that you could set off to the side. You could put it on the ground. You could have it manned by a couple of humans. And I mean, very much classic Army green Army man kind of mentality with these toys. Well, what was interesting about the flying saucer, the whole gimmick of it, is there was an S-shaped handle, and when you hook the handle onto the underneath of the flying saucer, which is about, how long was it? It was 12 inches, 30 centimeters. Okay, no, it was actually smaller than that. It would have been. I'd say 10 inches or 22 centimeters. So that's roughly how big the diameter of this was, and it was big, bright yellow with kind of nipple orange top and bottom on this thing. And the reason it had that is because when you hook this S-shaped handle onto the bottom and cranked it, the flying saucer is actually a gyroscope. And you'd crank it up and you pull the hook out, and lo and behold, you set the thing on the ground and it spins around. They advertised you could have it balance on a string, that you're holding in your hands or whatever, and the thing would just, and that toy is about 50 years old, and damn, it's still cool. Like, my dad has it, or still has it, and I'm glad he hung on to it. So don't feed me this line of we're the old guard and we're not in touch with what sells toys and what toys are cool, and we're kind of jaded because of our age. I picked up a toy that was 50 years old. This was many years ago. He's got it hidden in a box somewhere. I know he still has it. I picked this toy up some odd years ago. It's 50 years old or however old, and I love the hell out of it.
Right.
So
okay.
I'm a little miffed, I'll say, at the notion that I don't know what makes a good toy, that I'm out of touch with. Yeah, I'm 32 and a half years. Actually, I'm almost 33 years old. I'm getting to that point.
I didn't say that you're out of touch. Dave, I didn't say you're out of touch. I'm saying is, even though we are expecting the most out of our kits, you also have to understand these companies that make these kits, they got to pump them out and give them out to the kids who like them and who think they're cool.
Sure.
And they run a specific demographics that, maybe not our, it's not our demographics, but it's theirs. And even though this thing has a lot of cool, interesting things, it's not up to par to what we wish.
If that's the case, explain to me why Goseiger had one of the lowest selling rates of any of the toys in Super Sentai. Explain to me why it is that Tokyuger has one of the lowest selling rates. Explain to me why Go Buster had one of the lowest selling rates.
I can't explain that to you because I never saw the series.
I didn't see any of them either. The toys sold...
And I never seen them either. I never seen the toys. I'm only going based on this.
Okay, Strider... how do I say this without insulting you or saying you don't know what you're talking about? I can't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're right.
Okay, here's the thing. I've been following Super Sentai since 2004. That's when I converted to Super Sentai. I've been aware of the property since '93 when Power Rangers came out in the States. And, it wasn't until 2004 I swapped franchises, whatever. I've been following this line for 23 years, 22, 23 years up to this point. And there is a very obvious migration or change over the decades that I've been following it. And the things that I liked about it, the things that sold really well, O-Ranger, Power Ranger Zeo, it was a terrible TV series, but the toys sold really well. Okay. Geki Ranger, toys didn't do very well. The series was very well received. But what I'm looking at on the screen right now, just this one robot alone. I'm pulling a Scooby-Doo here. This one toy alone is not what convinced me to start watching Power Rangers 20 plus years ago.
No, okay.
This is incredibly flashy. I mean, there were toys that did that back in the 90s. There are toys that do that even now, and they did them back in the early 2000s. But this thing, it's got flames all over the place. A gimmick that was previously established was dropped. Rather, like a baby giraffe, I'll say. We've got vehicles mixed with animals, once again, even though that is not what was previously established. Even the combining gimmick is completely useless here. It's a standalone robot.
Did I jump into?
We're looking at the new Ninninger mecha. I'll send you a link if somebody doesn't beat me to it.
Shuriken Sentai Ninninger Geki Aitsu?
Yeah, that thing. So you're aware of it.
I haven't checked out the link, but yeah, I am.
Gekiyatsu Daio. So, anyways, and it's this is not the Super Sentai I know. This is not the Super Sentai that I got attached to. This is the Super Sentai that's very much, we had 20 plus years, with arms folded, Bandai Plex and toys. Oh, we know what we're doing. We know how to make a good show, and people will buy it regardless.
The Super Sentai you've been before.
But just I
have a bad feeling they're starting to simplify it just to make it easier to translate over here.
But then you turn around and but then you turn around and you look at what was it, Tokyuger. That was about as simple as you could get.
That's a good question. What was the last Super Sentai series that was brought here to the States?
Kyoryuger, dinosaurs.
Kyoryuger.
And what was translated, because I haven't been following Power Rangers forever?
It's called Dino Charge, and it's
pretty much the same, but it's shrunken down. Which is why I'm saying, I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to make it so that it's easy for us to take over. Just shrink things down, make it a little simpler, like in terms of like the cost you need to use. And then do it like that, because it's and put that Zord Boulder thing into effect. I think they're trying to bring it over.
I'm sorry, Prime. I think our last complicated series was Go Buster.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it was
too complicated.
and no, that wasn't too complicated. That was parts forming, and there were some things there. I think at that point with Ghostbuster, okay, with Go Buster, we thought it was Ghostbuster at one time. When before the show came out, we thought it was Ghostbuster.
Yeah, really.
Ghostbusting.
Yeah, maybe they should. That'd be cool.
Is this the upgraded mecha, or is this the final form?
No, this is the final mecha that they're going to get, and it will combine with the Lion Hao to make giant Japanese name that cannot be pronounced mecha.
Yeah.
That fires missiles out of the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's a Gatling gun.
Personally, it's just my feeling on it is that I totally understand what you're saying, Ava. But my feeling is that this is the mecha that is targeted for, like, the youngest people who will get into Super Sentai. Because, like, for me, when I was just getting into Power Rangers, if I saw this, I would have eaten this thing up. I mean,
yeah.
right?
That's true. Yeah. And I also, as I'm ranting and raving here, I'm also trying to remind myself that I'm 32 years old. And I'm not 6 or 7, or actually I never was. I was 10, or I was 11 when I first saw Power Rangers. When Power Rangers debuted, I was 11. So, I was well out of the age demographic. Likewise, Prime.
I was actually
Hey,
5 when I first saw it.
I remember a friend of mine calling me on the phone when the second season came out. We were talking about it because it, like when it was on commercial break. So it was around the same time.
Yeah.
People were still watching. But I feel like this kind of mecha. This is when I was like a kid and when I was watching this. This is one of the ones I would probably have not gotten because when they got onto the series, like when we had ones like the Warrior Wheel, things like that, I never bought those ones because I thought they were kind of dumb. Because they were too simple. I wanted to combine, and I wanted like the more complicated things. So that's me when I was like 10, 12, whatever. So I'm just thinking a little bit more, guys, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Come on, co-designers, get it together.
You know, it's ironic. This has a simpler transformation, but more complicated sculpts. If you think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
They want to be flashy.
So when will this officially come out?
October.
Happy birthday.
And met with the awe-inspiring noise of, eh.
Yeah. I can't get over the one arm's longer than the other one.
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean, I know where it
My
stops, but
feeling-
it doesn't look like it.
My feeling is that this is a mecha aimed towards the youngest of the young who are getting into Super Sentai. This is what they'll eat up, and then this will get them addicted to the show, and
I
then
agree
they will
with you
go to
wholeheartedly.
appreciate the series more and more as they come with more complicated
Eventually, it'll be a brick with a shape on it. There you go.
Yeah, the other sad thing, none of the accessory mecha attached to this. Unless there's another combined
right.
form that we're not seeing, none of the accessory mecha get used.
if completely off topic, Facebook related, and Gundam. Strider Prime, did y'all see the 144 plus 160 scale Strike Gundam exosuit?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Custom right there.
Well,
I think this is the part where I'll turn off the recording.
yeah.
Yeah.
Begin editing.
Yeah, sorry about that.